Hi, everybody. Hold on. Get this ready. Plans to go to the Sword Spirits. Yeah, you're welcome. I'm going in. They just said, thanks, Sam. I don't know if anybody came in and heard that, but they just did. So, fell? Who fell? Bless you. Hold on, everybody. Hey, yes, I'm starting a little bit earlier than I posted, but it's all good. Just had some stuff I had to take care of, and I wanted to get on here as soon as I could. You're funny, spirits. Here. Okay, let's look at the comments real quick here. Let me get that pulled up. And then we'll do some tuning healing. Actually, is today the self-care day? Yeah, today's self-care day, but we can switch around. Okay, so this is what I do. This is what I was doing. I always do self-care. Hi, cool. Looks like a lot of people are coming in on the Twitter this time. Let's sit and talk. Students, all of them. They're saying, let's sit and talk, is what Spirits are saying. So they must be trying to talk to the people coming in. So for those of you that are new to this, I'm Samuel Spirit. I talk to spirits through Spirit Box. I'm a holistic vegan. This is not a debate live or a drama live. It is a healing tuning fork. Yeah, no bullying allowed. This is just for informative, for entertainment purposes only. This is for informative info, for mystic knowledge and holistic knowledge. I am a holistic vegan. So I would recommend, if you want to know what veganism is, if you want to look into that, you can always go to challenge22.com. They give a lot of resources on that. And so challenge22.com, it's also connected to challenge22.org. But that's what you can look into if you want to know what a vegan is, or what veganism is, what it stands for. I'm sorry for the skipping it. I think there's just a lot more people coming in than it usually does, so it's doing some interesting stuff. And I think there's a lot of spirits that are coming in. Wow, yeah, a lot of. Come and go. Oh, they're saying to just get out and then reset it if it's having trouble. There we go. See? Yeah, push. Join the cup. Choose it. In August. Choose it in August. Choose what in August? Stop being spicy, spirits. You're being funny.
Someone's watching.
Someone's watching. Who's watching? They're matching someone's energies. Yeah, I usually do that for my Twilight live. I try to keep them under control for my earlier live. Well, welcome all of you here on TikTok, and welcome a lot of you on Twitter. I usually don't start my lives this early. So this is 174 hertz. I also have Enya music in the background because it has 432 music. It's actually in a casino that I got for self-care and non-medicine hospital knowledge. I'm doing 174, removes pain, frequency. I go through all the frequencies on the list. You do? Yeah, I do.
Guidance.
Guidance? You want me to go to the next frequency? Okay, we do. Okay, so they want me to go to the next frequency. So this is 243. This is actually a custom-made frequency that I had to get from one of my subscribers on TikTok. She told me about a custom-made location that does tuning forks. You can't get this anywhere without someone making it. 243 is connected to 432 hertz connection. It's one of the earlier ones. It's the first one of the generic traditional connections, but not a lot of people know about 243. But it's calm and peace tone. So it's connected to vibration frequencies, sacred geometry. Everything is energy, and it's connected to Nicholas or Nikolai Tesla knowledge of 369 and 2. Vegan time, yep. Pay attention.
I'm learning to use this.
You're learning to use this? Okay. Well, bless you. I'm guessing you're a vegan spirit that just came in. You did, yeah. When I say bliss you, because bliss is be listening within you. Bliss is also for peace. Thank you. It just said go Sam. I'm using Radio Spirit Box and Spirit Talker. I've been using it for a while, and I have a rapport with whatever beings come through it. I've been doing it for has it been almost a year? It's been at least 6 months. That's so 243. So, you want me to do the ball? Yeah, they want me to do the ball. But, gotcha. So, this is a Tibetan singing bowl. It was prayed by monks and nuns. They just asked me to do the bowl. They do that from time to time. I don't believe or disbelieve in any of this. It's just very entertaining, but there is something to it. I kind of use it as a self-care, self-love, self-worth added on to what I do. Similar, yeah. The bowl has water in it, goes to the field. Water is memory. There's actually information about that. Oh, you're touching my back? Well, thank you. Sometimes they do Reiki. Doom. What about Doom? I'm about high vibes, not low vibes, spirits. And sometimes they like to scare certain people that have low vibe energy, so they'll say stuff. They'll say stuff to counter what you're trying to think and believe if you are. So if you're new to this, and see, I'm for spirituality. I'm not for religion because I'm for unconditional love. I'm for heaven on earth type stuff. I don't believe or disbelieve things. I just go with cause and effect and water studies, Greg Braden and Bruce Lipton knowledge, water study knowledge, things like that. About being an empath, being compassionate and connected to what matters. So 243 is that calm and peace frequency. So let's move on. Okay. So now this is the time when people can usually start popping into my live that are aware. Yeah. And they're saying thank you for visiting, those of you on Twitter.
And this one, and this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. Excuse me.
And some of you probably are coming on Twitter because you can't get on TikTok for some reason, I'm guessing. So if you're hearing this right now and this resonates to your situation, I hear you. Hopefully that gets corrected and you can start downloading stuff on new devices like I'm hoping to do. But we still have to wait for the political system to decide what they're going to do with it. But regardless, I will still be streaming to Twitter and to YouTube, and then I'll also try to post it other places like I have.
Her name is.
Yeah. But if any of you that are still following me on Twitter or on TikTok that are on Twitter, you're welcome to go in there if you ever want to comment or talk to me, or if you want to respond to any messages I have, to request anything for the live that I do, for Twilight or other times. That's how you can do it. You can also find me on Facebook. You can find me other places. So 285 influences energy field. Hey, Queen. It's kind of slow today, but it's really popular on Twitter today. There's like 6 people. There's some new people here today. So I kind of started a little later than I normally do anyway. But how's your vegan lights going? I haven't noticed if we're doing any or not. I've been doing my own stuff, but I try to support anybody doing any vegan lives when I'm able. As long as they're not bully vegans, because of different groups I have to be careful of. I'm all about the good vibe vegans that are genuine and authentic, not the ones that want to turn on others. It's sad when that happens. I don't think yours are boring. If you're doing it from the heart, then yours are amazing no matter how many people come. So yeah, I already brought up the self-care stuff to you last time, but usually Wednesdays I bring up the self-care info. And so on Thursday I kind of do a combo of both. And I just have it in the background. Yeah, do whatever you feel in your heart to do. I call it the heart spark. Like you already kind of started noticing, I do a lot of modalities of doing things that bring you joy. I'm all about law of attraction knowledge and all of that. Like, I believe it's important to do things that you feel comfortable doing instead of doing what you think you have to. And even if you feel that you have to, then just do the best you can with what you have to do by enjoying that. Because once you're doing things genuinely and authentically, and you don't complain about it, things start flowing better. And even if they don't, you go through it and you just realize that you matter in your heart. Like I left a religion, a highly demanding religion cult system, and I had to deconstruct. But that was the best thing that ever happened to me, because as soon as I started to do that, I got drawn to veganism and more because of that journey.
We like your equipment.
You like my equipment? Well, thank you. It matters. Okay, so this is 324. So during this lab, I'm always doing my Sofigo frequencies, and then nighttime, my Twilight Live, I actually do affirmation cards, and I do Oracle Star Seed decks.
We're following you.
So I do different stuff. We're following you? We do. Yeah, I know. They're saying they're following
Yeah,
you. I think that they're protector. They like my information, yeah. It's kind of funny. Thank you for the roses. That's very kind of you. Yeah, they love roses. They bring it up all the time. I don't require it or anything, but I appreciate when people do, and whenever I can, the first gifts I actually try to give are usually when it's someone that I know is a vegan. Because I know that they'll do right with those gifts, and they'll do right with that focus of helping be there for the animals. And it's a compassionate movement, or it's supposed to be. So I choose to be the compassionate side of veganism. That not everybody that's vegan, as you know, Queen, does it for the compassionate reason. They just do it because they believe other reasonings. Some people do it politically. Some people do it for certain ideas of jargon that they are taught to think or do it for. And I just do it because it's the right thing to do. Yeah. So 396 is liberates your fear and guilt frequency. Tuning fork. Well, these are all connected to Nicholas or Nikolai Tesla of 369 and 2, with any number of a frequency that adds up to a single number of 3, 6, or 9, or a 2 are answers to the universe. It implies it, yeah. So this one is 396, which is for liberates your, your fear and guilt. And also, you can actually do water studies that confirm it. There's tons of stuff on that. And you can find info of people that have done it all over the place, connected to rice water studies and more. Are you trying to set me up again, spirits? You silly, silly spirits. Hey. Yeah, it's really funny. They've been doing that for a while now. But they know that I'm only looking for a wonderful vegan lady. You already found him? You're funny. People hear my voice. It's all heaven. So 417 is facilitates change. Yeah, I'm in Utah. I'm Bountiful, Utah. I don't know where you're at, Queen. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. But yeah, I'm in Bountiful, Utah. To my knowledge, I wasn't sure if you were American or if you're English. I only heard your voice like here and there. Upstate New York. Okay. Okay. Cool.
Lake.
Yeah. What about the lake? Oh yeah, I've been to the lakes. I've been over there. We went. I went to Niagara Falls years ago when I was a teenager. So we went and did like a religious tour with my family, and I had a brother that lived in Michigan at the time, and we not too far from Detroit. And and so we went to different places. So we went almost outside of the city, of the main city of New York City, and then well, we went to Buffalo, New York. We went to other places. So we went to all those LDS Mormon-y locations. We went to the Canadian side of Niagara Falls, which was interesting. First time and only time that I remember ever going to Canada.
How are you? How are you? How are you? How are you?
I'm an hour away. Oh, okay. Okay, I was over there. Yes, I am. And like I said, I used to be LDS Mormon. I'm ex-Mormon, Queen, so most of my family are LDS. I'm not because of abuse and things. So I'm totally aware of that location. We went there. We went when they had all the different pageants. We went to those at that time. I'm 40, so this would have been when I was like, oh, was I 17 or 16? Could have been younger. I don't even remember anymore. A while back.
Sorry, 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 sorry.
Yeah, I'm spirituality queen. I'm not religious either. I.
They mean you harm.
That's what I'm about. Who means me harm? There was another being that was meaning me harm. They said they were sorry.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
We'll do the bowl real quick. He likes you. He lied. Who lied? Tight rim. He likes you. Are you trying to? They're silly. Look more peasant with fire. Oh yeah. So I remember going to those. I even used to go to Moab here in Utah and different pageants when they did. They don't do as many pageants as they used to. I think they shut down most of them here in Utah after the pandemic happened. They started shutting down agreements of pageants and all of that. And I'm glad because I really don't agree with their pageants anyway. Because I don't agree with the history that they try to peddle.
West.
Yeah, I'm in the west.
Go to the
This is in the east. Go to them in the west. It's series. Spirit, you were silly. It could be beings that are around you. I know whether you believe it's or not, Queen or others. It sounds like some of the spirits are trying to come over me that are near other people, and I am protected, so I don't worry about this stuff. I think this whole world's a Truman Show Matrix world, so I give it the benefit of the doubt because it's entertaining to me.
Alice.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, like Alice in Wonderland, Alice in the Looking Glass. Yeah. Yeah, and they did it because they were planning an agenda system that I caught on to, and that's why I also left that church.
Wisdom.
Wisdom, thank you, spirits. Man, wisdom. Okay, that's true. Okay, so 417 is facilitates change. It also helps get rid of toxic behavior according to the frequency. It's really cool. I call it one of the grace frequencies. Grace frequency is just divine intervention, but there are words within words. So there's like grace has GE, has General Electric car or car General Electric in it. Grace also has G race in it or G care in it. There's a lot of modalities in that word. But then there's other different modalities, 2 letters, that then can go into rune code. And I have those information I can post to confirm the rune code with, some people call it simple gematria.
Yes, I know. Yes, I know. Yes, I know. Yes, I know. Yes, I know.
I actually caught on to this back in 2022, but when I started catching on to things. Yes, I know, Inside Out. Yeah, Inside Out has some good emotional info in it. I love Inside Out too. Because it brings up the idea, like it relates with anybody, regardless whether you're a teenage girl or not. It relates to the idea of the modality of what we all deal with emotionally. So I kind of like Disney shows, the ones that have good information, and it doesn't mean I agree with whatever their company does or others do. I look at all information because everybody puts clues to what is going on, but I'm always going to support shows that promote more vegan ideas. Like the movie Stardust, I love that movie because it brings up animal liberation in it. So does Wizard of Oz. If you look at all the different Wizard of Oz shows, they hint the knowledge of that.
He's coming.
Who's coming? I'm gonna have to call America. I'm gonna have to call them back. Someone's calling me. They know when I have my lives. I'll have to call them later. This is 432. This is Miracle Nature Tone. Yes, Wicked. Wicked was amazing, Queen. Have you seen the part 1? They only have part 1 right now in the movie. I never saw the play. I always wanted to see the play. They actually bring up how the Wicked Queen is considered bad just because she wants to liberate the animals. That's horrible. They always try to demonize the good guys to make because and they make the good guys who are actually secretly the bad guys. It's crazy. Like,
You know,
if you realize the real truth about the Wizard of Oz, he was a circus performer. And what are we vegans against? We're against exploitation, and circuses are bad with that.
plan.
And so, yeah,
You
but they tricked her and didn't tell her how anything worked.
have any?
Bad, he tricked everyone. Yeah, he did. I was so happy that they did that. I don't care who did it. They did an amazing job at getting people to wake up in their mind, heart. Now they just need to watch Dairy is Scary and Dominion and see what happens to the male chickens, and then go check out challenge22.com, you know? So I'm just reading your comments. Yeah, but politics shouldn't be harmful. If it harms, it's actually a violation, spirits, of unable rights. If it causes sufferance, knowingly or unknowingly, by contract even, it is a felony and a fraud by constitutional rights of unable rights in the U.S. I bring up people about rights. I stood up to my doctors and others, and because I had a blood doctor worked at the Pentagon that taught me about veganism, I realized what's really going on. But I still was trying to deconstruct my cult mentality as well, so I didn't catch on to the exploitation part until about 2023. But I started going vegan for food and more around 2018-19, but definitely 2019 and on. But I was still dealing with other stuff that I didn't know how to handle. That's what got me into mystic knowledge and got me into more stuff later. But yeah, you're always welcome here, Queen. You're very sweet.
That's really.
So 741 is Awakens Intuition. And as soon as they update the app system for TikTok, if they ever do, then I'll download it on my new device and try to do lives that way so I can bring people up. Otherwise, people have to like go through a link to go on Restream to talk to me. But you can always reach out me other ways. I am on WhatsApp and other places. And Kay Louise knows I'm on there, and other people that are vegans. Kay Louise and Jolene and them. I don't think Jolene has it, but they're welcome to, and they know. But I know Kay Louise has. But I'm also on Telegram and other places. I always do that because I had to. It was either that or I would have been unalived. For me, it was a unalignment situation. If I didn't do it, I would have. But I had a lot of problems since birth. Finally catching on to this knowledge was awesome because it connected with things I learned even as a childhood that I didn't even catch on to until I realized it. But that's why I believe in some form of connect. Yep, Truman's Show or something. There were so many things that happened that there was always some form of seed planted in my life that got me towards where I am now. So it was always trying to get me to wake up. It was always trying to tell me something. And as soon as I listened to my heart and started doing self-care, self-love, self-worth focuses and stopped trying to do what others self and become my own sovereign for myself, and realize that I just need to learn how to communicate properly.
You should.
I started doing like journal recordings to talk when I couldn't talk to others about it, even when I tried to get help in the system that wouldn't help. And it was almost like a divine intervention for them not to, because some of them told me I already think like a therapist and they couldn't help me because I was already doing what someone should be doing. I surpassed their own teachings and knowledge that none of them want to see me anymore, or will, because they know I'll teach them or get them to be seen for what they really are.
My name is Francis.
Yeah. So I realized what was happening is the whole system was turning people against others. And I was told by a PhD, I have doctors and nurses and others that call me all over the world here and there, asking for me for information on sound and more. Yeah, Francis comes in here and there. She's been coming in for like the last week.
I am Salem.
Hi, Salem. Francis and Salem have both been coming in the last few weeks. And they always come and hope to find whoever they're looking for. I don't know what's going on there. They always like come in right after another. It's really weird. 52. But I think they like me. You're coughing, buddy, have? I could do the neural mints. Hold on. I have these neural mints that are vegan. You can get them on TikTok. You have them? So here's some, I don't know if you can see this or not, but you can get the neural gum. But I'm not really into the gum stuff. It's too gassy for me. But this is basically coffee and something else. But it's supposed to help your focus and your connection. Pretty cool. And it's vegan, so the whole container of it. Yeah, so it's vegan. No, it's more than that. Aspartame free, sugar free, gluten free. It's all sorts of stuff. That's an energy booster. You have. I do need to get some more of those.
Books.
Do I have books? Oh, yes, I do books. Sometimes. I haven't done it for a while, so here, I'm going to do 528 here. Oh, wait, no, I already did 528. We did 432, so 852. Let's do that. We're almost through all of them. What do? So attracts Soul Tribe. What does what do, Queen? It just helps your focus. The mints are for your focus. It's just like a mint. It makes your breath smell good. But it has coffee and something else in it. But you can look up neuro mints in the TikTok shop or other places. Yeah, I like to support anything that's vegan and just let people know about it. So I like to support anything that's vegan. So I'm glad that they allowed that here on TikTok, but I want to wait until the new update comes before I start promoting more stuff. So this is one of them that I like. Because I want to see where it's going to go and what company takes over TikTok. Or partners with them, if they do.
Demonstrate.
They said books, demonstrate. You have to demonstrate? Demonstrate what? Filing. Demonstrate filing.
With me? With me? With me? With me?
Are they talking to you, Queen, or someone? They might be talking to one of you on Twitter or here in TikTok, but there's not very many people on TikTok today. It's usually, now I'm getting a lot in Twitter.
The breast, the breast, the breast, the breast, the breast.
963. No, I don't have any breasts because I wish I could grow boobs, but I can't. I'm just joking. A lot of people joke about the fact that if you eat soy, you're going to get boobs. And I'm like, nope, nope, I can't. I was really upset when people told me I could do that with soy, and it doesn't work. I'm like, where's my man boobs? I'm upset.
Phil.
That's sarcasm.
During the
That's the closest I get to sarcasm.
But I didn't know, 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 but I didn't know.
It's not the same as estrogen. I know, but I had friends that would like tell me, "Oh, well," and I believed it too. Like when I was in the religion, they would tell us, "Oh, don't take soy because it will." They just believe everything everybody tells them, and it's like, oh, and it's like, oh, and it's like if you do it, you're gonna grow boobs and have it's horrible. It's like, well, then you should look into the research that Donny Osmond brought up with the U of U, University of Utah info studies
Or later,
on eating chicken causing male to go bald, because that's actually pretty accurate. Because the female or genetic alterings that they've done to them, and then when you eat that death or that unalignment, when you eat that unalignment, you're taking in the chemicals or the hormones they pump into them, as well as their normal ones for being female, and the guys lose hair eating chicken. And they found that out in a University of Utah study. You'll have to go do your own research. This is just for entertainment purposes only. But Donny Osmond brought it up on the radio in Utah several years ago, before I was even vegan.
All right.
I want to say it was back in 2000. Was it 2013? Could have been 2014, but I think it was 2013 or 12. On a radio station he was on back then. Oh, enjoy your research. For those that want to go look into it.
Water. Oh, thank you. It is.
Hey, Brody. I know, it's hilarious, Queen. It's like I believed it because I was taught to think of it in a religious way. And as soon as I realized that was false and it was just propaganda. Hey, Diana or Dan. I'll be here till 4, Brody and Diane, since I started a little later today. And then I'll leave around 4, and then I'll come back at 5.
You've been here before.
They said, you've been here before. So I just did all the frequencies. So since you guys just came in, you can ask for a frequency if you'd like, if anybody would like.
Moved in.
I just finished them as I was talking.
Building.
Hi, Green Eye Earth Angel.
Very.
Healing.
That's blissful name. I like that name. I'm an Earth Angel too, just so you know. I don't believe or disbelieve in anything, but based on experiences and quantum entanglement dreaming and premonition dreams, it woke me up to a lot of things. Part of my journey into being a holistic vegan.
Talk to her a lot.
Spirituality. Yeah, no problem. It's nice to see another Earth Angel name out there.
To drink. It's just
Elijah's here. 174? Okay, I'll do that for you. I'll do 174. We can start from the beginning. That works.
I don't.
So this is for removes pain. Hey, Lipsy. One of my favorites.
That sounds.
Oh, I've just been relaxing, doing my own grounding connections.
Very.
I've been doing all sorts of stuff. I got certain things taken care of in life. It actually went better than I thought it would. And I'm glad it did, because I was focusing on that it would. To counter my question. What? You hear everything, Samuel? Meeting is? Well, they're having a meeting is. You're having a meeting?
In please. Howard.
I'm good. I have no idea what they're talking. You're trying to talk to someone named Gimply? Yeah, I'm Samuel Spirit. I talk to spirit boxes.
Very.
Oh, hi, YouTuber. One YouTuber. We've had back and forth connections in TikTok.
Some people.
There's always interesting energy when someone comes in from YouTube.
Stand your ground.
I'm standing my ground as best as I can. I'm a ground sign. I also have other connections too. I also have a fire sign for my moon sign. Hi, David. Yeah, so this is 174. We're going to switch. So, Brody or others, you know how this works. And Queen, you can request as well. You don't have to if you don't want to. So, request what frequency you want me to do next. But I just go through the frequencies all the way through to balance myself out, and then I do request of the frequencies in this live free stream. Or if anybody has any questions about anything that's up there, or they want to ask to see if I know something, then I can bring that information up too. Or you're curious about something I may have brought up before. I know a lot more than people are aware of when it comes to modalities and words or spells and water studies, healing studies, law of attraction, see it, feel it, have it, focuses. There are many different ways to do it.
No, 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 no. Sorry.
or ask it
Adventure.
and then see it and feel it and then receive it. It's like sports program studies. There was a study, a brain study, or not a, it was actually a physical sports program study, but it was through brain focus. And I would say it connected with your feelings of your heart focus. And I wrote this in a book that I wrote when I was still religious and it was going towards veganism at the time that got me towards it. I self-published. It was a little bit religious, but I still have the knowledge that I wrote, and I have the book of my own copy, just as an achievement to have. I tried to keep it spirituality mostly back then, or to I didn't want to connect it with it, but I was so Mormon-y back then that it's still infused in there. But now I'm way different. But the study was about, yeah, it was a major study, and it was a sports program study that they bring up in the movie Secret Documentary and more, similar. But it was about this guy bringing up in a recording response how they set three different people, or three different groups, not three different people, and they had them play basketball and see how well they played or did some basket practice. So they had them tally their score and see how well they did the first time. The first group, they told them to go home and come back within 30 days of practicing it and come back and then see how they improved after focusing and practicing for those 29 or 30 days. Well, let me do 324. I grabbed the wrong one, Brody. Sorry. The 243 and 324 are in the same bracket, and I sometimes grab the wrong one because I like both of them. Here we go. Yeah, so this is muscles. So we got. So basically, what happens is they had them use their muscles. So this is kind of funny you're asking for this, Brody, because we're talking about using your muscles. And they were shooting, or they were trying to shoot basketball, and they were sending basketballs in hoops. And
Spectre.
so the first group, they tell their score and it was awesome, and then they told them to go practice for 30 days and on their own, and then come back, and then they'll be asked to do it again to see if they improved. The second group was told to they did it as well, and they tallied their score to see how they were. But then they told them to not practice anymore or anything and then come back later. They said, don't even think about it. Don't even worry about it. Don't even try to be better or anything. Just go home and do your life normally. But some of them secretly still thought about it and worried about wanting to improve, but they were told not to. They were just told, just go do your regular life. Don't focus on this. And so when you're told not to focus on it, what happens is some people will focus on it. And so the third group, they were told to do it normally. And so they tallied their score as their group. And then they were told to go home and only visualize practicing in their mind. Don't do it in real life. So they went home, and they did that, and they supposedly did that, and it was just a group of this study, and I'm not sure if they got paid to do the study. I'm sure they probably gave them some incentive to do it. I hope so, anyway. Um, and so the first group came back after the 29 or 30 days or whatever it was. It was about a month or so. And it's usually what it is. It's always within 22 days or 29 days. They've noticed studies work best when you do that amount of time. You can have it work faster under 72 hours, and there's studies on that as well with energy focus studies, Gregory and Bruce Lipton knowledge, non-medicine hospital knowledge, but that's something else.
No leave us.
Yeah, so this is what they did. So when they came back, they realized that because the first group did do it in real life, they improved. And it was about, this is just for entertainment purposes, so you'll have to research on your own and see if you can find it. They increased like 30%. It's a very old study. It was a while back. And basically, when they realized it from this connection, it was like a college study of different groups. Not very many people are aware of it, and I don't know if anybody's going to find it or not, but it's out there. But basically, they improved 30%. Now, the second group that were told not to think about it, not to worry about it, they weren't supposed to practice. They came back and they then tallied their score as they see if they got better or worse. They actually got really bad. They were almost worse than their original score. However, 2% of them increased their score. So some of them actually increased 2% because they were told not to think about it, and they kept thinking about it, and so because they didn't, and some of them kind of may have secretly practiced and they weren't supposed to. But most of them followed the rules. Now, the third group that was told to do it in their mind and just focus as if they were making the goal, as if it was just happening, they improved, and they didn't do it in real life. They actually just did it in their mind, sitting in their couch at home or somewhere, imagining it safely, that they were achieving it, that it was just manifesting into existence. And they just imagined that it was going in, and then they improved 30%, just like the first group, and a little more above them. About, I want to say it was like 60% or 30% above what the first group did that practiced in real life. So they realize that your mind can't determine whether you're really doing it or whether you're actually just imagining it. So within the studies, they were doing it over and over and over through their thought process. And water studies confirm a lot of this as well, and vibrational studies. Water bowl studies, what you say to yourself, what you think, what you focus, your cells hear you.
Let's play a game.
And the more you take in alkalinity versus toxicity, you heal more.
Me too.
Well, what game do you want to play? I don't want to play any war battle games, spirits. It's a human bot. Yeah, I don't want to play that game. I'm not playing your games like that movie. No way. Not gonna do with that, human bot. It's been a game. No, we're not playing a game. I saw what that movie turned into. No way. I'm old enough to know what that movie is. Oh, they're being silly. Okay. Wet tissue? You're funny, Spirit. Esther. Esther's Great Beauty? Okay, do you want me to keep doing 324? Brody, or does anybody else want me to do another one? I could keep doing 324. That's fine. Just wanted to see. Struggle? No, it's good. It's a nice of you. Sure thing. Yeah, so I'm Samuel Spirit. I talk to spirits through Spirit Box, but I'm a holistic vegan. And I recommend to look into challenge22.com, then do it for the animals. Again, this is not a debate live or a drama live. It is a holistic knowledge live. So, according to that study, they confirmed that when you imagine something, you can create it in reality just by believing that it already is. Okay, 396, or sorry, 963 and 417. Okay, we'll do 963. I'll do Diane's, and then I'll do yours after.
What's your name?
Or should I do 417 and then 963 just so we get it in the right? Let's do that. I'm gonna go in order of the numbers because I notice that when I go to a higher number and then a lower number, it does weird things. So I'm gonna start with the lower number with Brody, and then I'll do yours, Diane, after.
Agatha.
Yeah, just because I saw what I did before in Limes and it does some crazy stuff. Hey, Agatha. But I love 963. It's one of my favorites. Now, I get some magical beings that come in. And sometimes it's cosplay beings or spirits or beings or whatever is how I kind of think it could be. But again, I don't believe or disbelieve, but I have witnessed some amazing stuff. Yeah, 417 is one of my favorites because it's the start of the grace frequency. So 417, 528, and 432, and then 741. I did that in that order, and it actually corrected internal problems that I have. So I do this a lot. Oh, yeah, I'll do the bowl. And 528 is for repair DNA and miracle DNA. They just said to do the bowl. Keep going? Okay, they want me to keep doing the bowl. Hold on. You're smiling. They like my bowl. Well, bless you, Spirit. They really love the bowl. They bring it up a lot. It was prayed by monks and nuns according to a paper I got when I got it. Hi, Angela. You've been here a few times. How are you doing, Angela 37?
Sure.
Thor, read the book. And Twitter, Samuel Spirit 12 on TikTok. I'm also I have different links, and I'll try to post them on my Twitter account. And YouTube, it does let you comment, but I want to make sure that it's a peaceful comment and respectful. I'm about information. I'm not for drama or any of that problem. I'm about high vibes, countering low vibes. But if you're on YouTube, you're welcome to comment if you're able to, unless you're someone that's been rude before. It could be that why it won't come through if I blocked it. But if you have any questions, you're welcome to ask as well. Yeah, you're welcome, Angela. I don't know if I've ever. Oh. I'm following you with my mod account so I can send out the live if you ever want it to be sent out to you. I do these on Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Sometimes I do it surprise lives. And I got a few things I'm doing. It's nice to talk again. I do affirmation cards in my Twilight Live around 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. I start between that time. And I do oracle cards on request, but I talk to spirits. I do Enya music. Yeah, they said you do. Here, I'll do the Enya music right now. Hi, how are you doing? Who's saying hi to me? All night. And what about tomorrow night? All night, tomorrow night. Mirror's reflection. President. They are. You're a president? What president are you? You're a time slip president? You're a time traveler president? What? I get some weird stuff that come through the box. I haven't got that one yet. That's new. The time slip president Brody is a new one to me. What? Yeah, you missed it. I missed it too, but not really. You're rich. You're wealthy. Can you say what your name is? You're saying you're. I don't want to assume or presume who you are, but I have suspect on who you are if you're saying that you're rich, because I'm not for politics. Door, sure. Hey Thor, what's up? Thor's here too. So Thor, do you know who this time slip president is? Stay right here. It's a guinea pig. It's a what? It's a she? Blind. About to. Dale. There's a lot of beings that are coming in, and I'm getting confused about what they're talking about. I know they're having a meeting. That's obvious. I had to turn my fan on because it's getting hot in here. Finally have sun outside. It is nice. It was icy and now it's warmy. Oh, share the wealth. I agree. I totally agree, Brody. Yeah, share the wealth, president, rich president, whoever you are. For me? It's time slipping into my spirit box. Spin it. Yeah, spin it. There's a twofer. to come. And count on it. Count on it.
Standing beside you.
You're standing beside me. We'll share the wealth. Do your good vibe energy. Get the angels to help send whatever you've had in your life to be for my life. Then I'll try to help other people that have been there for me as well. And the animals for sure. Family. Oh, I do have family that were. Tier 1. Okay, so Tier 1, they're talking about all heaven, right? So Tier 1 is Baratham, which is heck. They brought this up a while back. Hey, affirmations, how are you doing? It's been a while.
He's not.
Affirmation oracles. You know I do affirmation cards and oracle starseed decks on my Twilight live free streams at 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. time frame, and sometimes I do it longer. I think you've done the affirmations before, but I also have the oracle starseed one by request. Those usually take longer, but I do have them. Right now, this is just my tuning fork, an informational, holistic live free stream. Sounds like bowl? Okay, we'll do the bowl. Here. What sounds like bowl? Why are you bringing up a country name?
My name is Harry.
My name is Harry. Hi, Harry. I think some of these could be connected to like political connections of warriors or other stuff. Because when Thor comes in, if you know anything about the lore of Thor and Valhalla knowledge, Valhalla and different lore brings up the idea that any warrior spirit person that passes on to the afterlife, if you unalived being a hero or being a warrior, you can get into the heaven warrior heaven called Valhalla. And that's what Valhalla is. And Valhalla in some lore. So Valhalla has the Valkyrie, has all these other beings, and they're angelic beings that are said to gather people together to then stop the end of the war of time slip connections. So they're the warrior angel beings or warrior beings that are spirits that help as the first line of defense for the end of the world connection, or beginning to create the beginning of the new world, heaven on earth. So there's different lore on that. I'm all about mystic knowledge. I don't agree or disagree in it. I just think it's interesting. Help us? What do you need help with? You have a question? What's your question? Or are you telling me that someone else has a question and you're telling me they do? Okay, tell me what they're asking. If it's someone on Twitter, you can ask as if they're around you, and they'll be like you can think of it like a walkie-talkie from where you're at to me. You don't have to do it though. This is just take it as entertainment purposes only. Same for you, YouTube, and anybody else on TikTok here. If you don't feel comfortable and you're able to message me, YouTube parentheses, then put it in the comments of what you want me to ask them if you don't want to ask them around you. And then I'll ask the spirits for you. And I don't believe or disbelieve in this. This is just entertainment.
What are you?
ID. So Adik Just Life. Interesting.
Sorry.
In heaven.
It's an interesting name. Cool. In heaven. What about in heaven? I think they're responding to one of you. Forget it. It said something about pain and then something about in heaven. Yeah, some people are afraid to respond. They're like, what is it? I know, you hear everything. You're telling me what some of these people are thinking. That's how they communicate that they're around you. These beings come in from where they're already around you. So even if you leave this live free stream, they're already around you. They're not from me. They've been around you, and they're just trying to communicate through these for me to tell you so you know they're there. You're fine, Queen. I have that effect.
I can't.
I've been told I have a very cooling, calm energy for people, and it makes them tired and sleepy. And the frequencies kind of bond with that energy. All right, here we go. You like Sam? Yeah, they said they like Sam. Are you telling me that someone in the chat likes me? I'm sure there's a few people that do.
Yeah.
They said, yeah. I already know they like me.
How about?
Most of them. And even if they don't, they come around enough that proves that they like me in some way, or they wouldn't be coming around.
Torment.
Well, torment is just another version of liking someone. It's an energy exchange. Anybody hear of shadow work? Okay, so I did 963. And like I said, I'm going to go until 4. '60s. Yeah, if anybody has a frequency you want me to try, or if you have any questions about any of them, let me know. I can explain it. I can even break down the numbers and the meaning of the numbers within different modalities, and the letters within the numbers that are kind of funny on some of them. Some of the frequencies have letters. Each number is a letter, and each connection to that. You have the one for the throat chakra? Oh, yeah, so let me think here. What would be... So I would say, what do you think it would be, spirits? Look, I'm here. You're here? Where are you? Where am I supposed to look? Are you near someone else? So I know liberates your fear and guilt is 396. I know 417 would be the facilitates change and gets rid of toxins. 528 would be heart chakra.
I don't know.
Would it be 639?
get a job.
It doesn't. I was stationed
That would
here.
be healed relationships. But 432 is the connection to miracle tone of nature.
But I didn't.
So if you're speaking your truth, I would say, it's a hard one. I know 285 influences energy field, but I would say speaking your truth would have to be after the 400s. So I'd say 417 would be connected to that. But let's do 432. I have a feeling that that might be the best one because that's for consciousness and inner eye. Because it kind of has the DCB, your neo trinity of your tone or support of your alignment. So I'm going to do 432, but then we're going to go into 639. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm going to show you something real quick. Here we go. So this is why I'm back and forth on reasoning for that. I'll do the bowl.
No.
We'll do the bowl and then we'll go. They're saying do the bowl because that's probably it. 528 is created by. It does have the turquoise energy in the bowl. You're right. So 528 might be the frequency because it does have the turquoise in the bowl. And 528 could be that equivalent. And turquoise is connected to the throat chakra. Yeah, same deal. Yeah, they said the bowl. That's the one. Yeah, that. So yeah, the bowl would be close to that, but 432 kind of helps you ground yourself to handle what you're taking in for that. Definitely 639 helps heal relationships, or it brings in the Fehu, your sovereignty. For 6 is F for Fehu, and then 3 is C, so your FCI. So your frequency of the C or flow within your inner eye. So they have the connection from your heart to your passion up to your eye, and that connects through sharing your truth. Because when you speak through your heart, there is neural pathways that go from your heart to your upper brain, your head brain, and that would be the combo of the speaking your truth or your throat chakra. Mostly, yeah. Hey, Rose. So I would say 639 embodies that, but 528 does too. So I'm doing 639 right now. Excuses for what? Excuse me for something? What? Who is stationed here? And who brought up Wicked? Yeah, Wicked was an amazing show, Spirit. We were talking about Wicked earlier, being an animal liberation connection.
Another $10.
They said, I was stationed here, Wicked, I was stationed here. They said that twice. They're saying, look, I'm here. I was stationed here. Wicked, I was stationed here. And they said, drinks. You're right, I should probably take in some of my raw kombucha. They could be talking to you, Queen. I think that because you brought up Wicked with me, and yeah, you actually called it Wicked. I was saying Wizard of Oz, but yeah, Wicked is the show that's connected to it. So they just brought up a real big modality here. Wow. They brought it through the Spirit Talker. I can even try to show you if it lets me. Here, bear with you. Let's do in a moment. Yep. So you can see it's backwards, but there's drinks, and it says I was stationed here. See how it says Wicked right there? It's the third one. And I was yeah. Drinks and cut. You an actor, Spirit? That was really funny. So there's the stuff. So your throat chakra would be the I am free vibration. And the abundance one would be the nose. So that would be the I am transcendence, or your nose, which is your abundance would be 741 for awakens your intuition. I am divine would be the 852, and then kind of combo with I am eternal, which would be 963. The I am love has to connect with 417 and 528. So 528 is kind of into that. Now, how do I figure that out? Hi, Gypsy. Hold on. I'll respond to your comments here. You said word bank. Yeah, so I'm always stuck at. You're always stuck at word. I don't know what you're talking about, but Remedy, I'm about words or spells or words within words. I'm a holistic vegan and more. But I've seen you around, so you're welcome. So, like right here. So, affirmations is just part of affirmations for self love connection. I'm about self care, self love modalities, and holistic knowledge. So, here we go. So, right here, you see where the colors are of the different modalities of the green and the light blue, which is the turquoise or the baby blue. So, once you go into truth, you start revealing, but you get more truthful when you go into logic and reason of the truth. But when you so your throat chakra is between your acceptance and your logic and reason after you've already had a willingness to learn new things. And to question everything and go into realizing self-care, self-love, self-worth. And then once you master love, you go into the soul. This is vibration studies. I don't believe or disbelieve any of this. This is just entertainment purposes only, everybody. So I just.
Are you here for me?
But this can help. So Ame Padme Hum. I'm all about meditation stuff and water stuff. I'll do the bowl. There's a PC game about time traveler. It was like a puzzle game where you go to the different Shangri-La and Atlantis and all these different civilizations that disappeared within history. And this game lets this guy from the future go to these past to get these special these special artifacts that he needs to help the future. Kind of has a little bit of vibes of Fifth Element to it, but with time travelers. Yeah, it's really cool. I can't remember what the game is called, but they bring up modalities of meditation and different history, and that's kind of when I started learning about this and got drawn to more stuff like this because of that game. Is what app free? Thanks for coming in, Remedy. CYU, welcome, by the way. You said is app free. So are you talking about the Radio Spirit Box app? Or are you talking about what ones are you talking about? You'd have to get it on Android device for the Radio Spirit Box one that does all of them. The Spirit Talker paranormal research device you have to pay for, but it's not that much. It's like a one-time payment to my knowledge. But once you have it connected to your Pay Store account, you can basically download it on any device once you sign into your Google account or Google App Store or Play Store, whatever it's called.
Movement.
But you can get Spirit Talker on Apple devices, CYU. So I use Android devices. I want to get Apple devices. It's just, it's a lot more cost effective to do it with Android than it is Apple, even though Apple can have a lot more other features you may want. What do you want to do, Spirit? Make sure you're doing healing or manifest destiny energies. Yeah, miracle energy, okay, Spirit? High vibe, not low vibes. Cheerful, yes, cheerful energy. So CYU, what is it you're asking? Did I answer your question?
Children around you.
They said there's children around you. Silent? No, you be silent. They said that there's children around you. Around me or someone else? Same building. Well, I know that some of them have claimed they have children around them, but I know that I've had them around me. But if you're talking about people that are actually with children that are in this life, not the afterlife, so they're saying they're noticing that you have children around you. They could be talking to one of you. That's how you know that they're in your vicinity. They're aware of who's around you. Or that they're talking to you specifically. If it resonates, then that could be about you. Could be about multiple people.
My name is Joseph.
Your name is Joseph? Hi, Joseph. So this is 639. Yeah, you're welcome, CYU. Sorry, the comments going slowly and I have a delay of response.
I don't.
It's usually about 5 to 10 second delay, I've noticed.
Tell people my story.
Tell people my story? What's your story? It said, tell people my story. As a student. Hi, Malachi. You heard that. Are you saying you're behind someone? What about tonight? A lot of fun?
Mary.
Married. Okay, I'm gonna go. Since you're talking about different stuff, we're gonna go. We're gonna do awakens intuition. Awakens intuition is abundance.
See you then.
It's 7:41. I want to say it connects with what you were asking for the throat chakra. It's connected to it because it's a modality between it. Yeah, it's neither. It's after the throat chakra, but it's connected to it as one of them. So I like to do the two ones before it to get the embodiment of the throat chakra, because I don't think it's just one frequency for the throat chakra. Because it's turquoise, so it's the abundance and the heart frequency that it connects with. So it's like a combo. Stand your ground. What am I standing my ground for? You're good? What are you good about? I really enjoyed this today. It's really fun.
Some flap. Five.
Roses.
Now they're asking for rose, some flowers. Rose sleep. Rose asleep. So they're asking that someone that's asleep send roses or send a sleep rose. That's funny. I think they're saying a funny modality connected to Sleeping Beauty. No idea why they're saying that. If that resonates with any of you, they're asking someone in TikTok. Nanny.
No.
You don't have to, and I don't expect it. I appreciate anybody that does. I'm just telling you what they're saying. Oh, thank you, Brody. I like the emojis. Okay.
I've been happy.
You been happy? Hey, we're at 6.0K today. That's awesome. Thanks for all the likes, everybody. We're here for you. Thank you. Okay, so now I'm going to go to 852. So 852 will go into I am divine. This is a soul tribe to get your full divinity activation. Brings the connection to all sides. According to the lore knowledge. So this would be the violet energy. Hi. There's a pres. There's a president hall. That's funny.
Pay attention. Pay attention.
I know. I'm paying attention.
I'm from
I know what you're. I know it's a different. Don't tell.
The world has changed.
The world has changed. Yes, it has. That's because there's a lot of human resonance or human heartbeat of the earth changes and flashes happening in the last several weeks, especially in the last week. And it happens to be happening around the wisdom and knowledge, or the light and wisdom aids of the snake.
Mine.
And now we're on the support number of 333 number here in Utah. It's 333, which is the support angel number. So I'm going to read it. I have it here on the side. I can pull it up on the screen too in just a moment, but let's see. I'll just read it. It says, your spiritual guides are around you and sending you love, support, and guidance. Awesome timing. Okay. Okay, so now that we've done the 852, I like to do the 963 after to clear out the balance of both sides so we get the perfect balance. That's why I try to do it in the orders that I've done it in. And I'm trying to be a lot more careful because I notice if I go to a lower one, it's going to put us back into lower energies. So we just need to go back in a connection back and forth. So 963 energy.
I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad you're here too, Spirit. You have good energy.
What?
Well, who are you telling me that, Spirit, or are you telling someone else? I think they're talking to anybody that resonates. It varies. Yeah. It's married. It's to them? Okay. So they said, I'm glad you're here. They're saying it to all of you. So they said, Sam, it's to them. They embodied my name within that message of saying it's to them. Then it's Sam, it's to them. This is how they communicate. It's very clever.
Resentment.
You have resentment, or you feel resentment from someone. They're saying that someone has resentment, or they're matching your belief of a resentment. I'm all about water studies, and what you focus on, you create. So if you're thinking in negative vibrational thoughts about the beings, they will amplify your emotions and be close to that if they are. Doesn't mean that they are, though. So they're recognizing a resentment energy, or they're noticing that there's some resentment. Well, I forgive you, spirits. You have the right to feel how you feel. But now that you're on the other side, you can actually rise above that. Because now you know more than we do here. Scratch. Cure. They said a tear from. Oh, there's different beings here. Gotcha. Okay. I'm just getting my healthy shake here, drinking that. Sarah, Tara? Tara, Sarah. Should I read it? I heard you were virtuous. Yep. Words of enlightenment. Love more than you need to. Give more than you are asked. Do it genuine and authentically. Do it without any strings attached. Because if you gift everything that you buy or even sell, you're going to receive a lot more than you would ever expect. Because you're not expecting anything. You're just expecting what you're hoping will occur, but you're doing it from the heart, so you're not going to worry if it does or doesn't. When you do it that way, you create a better energy for the world. When you supply the right stuff and support the right people, you're not going to worry about you still expect to get what you should get, but it's more when you do that, you don't overly worry or concern like you would if you did it in a I want this, I deserve this attitude. You don't need to do that. There's no need to. But if you want to, that's your vibe and that's your realm you're going to be a part of. And so for me, I would recommend to look and realize the compassionate route, because what comes around does go around. Good to hear it. Yeah.
I am Eliza.
Hi, Eliza. How are you? Introduce you? Okay. Well, Eliza, what are you doing here? So, who are you, Eliza? Are you connected to anybody in the chat, or you just, they said to introduce her, so I don't know. Last night? What about last night? Want to go? I like Sam. Come on. In the morning? Bless you? We bless you. Well, that's my personal life, spirits. We don't need to be spicy in this life. We can talk about stuff like that in the Twilight life if you want. Okay, so I did pretty much all it. Let me do 963 one more time here. And then if anybody would like to request another frequency again, we can go back. Yep, we can do a cycle.
Mom.
What about Mum? You said, Mum, you're awesome. I said, Mom, you're awesome. You're also. It's a daughter. She's good. Yeah, it's someone's daughter, and it's good. Whose daughter?
There was a fire here.
There was a fire here. Yes, there was a fire in my building. You're talking to me. Not when I lived here. It was before I moved here, before 2015. There was people that were blind that caused it. I think they moved downstairs, or one of them moved downstairs. And I think they're still there. Yeah, it was bad. They had to correct the walls over by the oven area. They had to put like plating where the oven is, and it's still on the walls over there. The plating because of what happened before when they renovated it after I moved in. I didn't know about it until like a couple years after I moved in. Then other neighbors told me about it. Yeah.
But not.
User. But I guess these are spirits that have been here before in the past and have witnessed it.
Talk to you.
But I wasn't here, so it would have been beings that were here before I even moved here.
Your family.
Talk to the urinal? Your family? You're trying to get people to look in a mirror or in the toilet or whatever? Daughter? They said your daughter. So if this resonates to any of you, they could be talking to you. But I don't believe or disbelieve anything. Just do this as entertainment only, and please set boundaries. Be aware of Celtic salt, Himalaya salt, and put it in your windows, doorways, and areas of your doorways. Do oil diffusers of healing energy, learn stuff like that. I have a few ideas. Yeah, do cinnamon, but yeah, different things. Ooh, that was cool. Talk to her. Amen. Do. They're saying do. Amen. They're agreeing with me. To bountiful. To bountiful. You're coming here?
Please.
So I guess some of the beings come here to see it, what I look like, and then I have protection. They need to. Oh, it's just so that they can get used to. Yeah, it's so that they can get used to what the other beings are trying to help connect with others when new ones come in. So water and reflections of TVs or any reflective surfaces, even windows, TVs, water and mirrors will always be like portals for them. Thank you, Angela, for the heart, by the way, earlier, a while back. Empathy, yes. There's a lot of empathy. Yeah, empathy is so important. Okay, let's see.
You will make a noise.
Yes.
You will make a noise. Okay. Well, make sure that it's healing noises. Make sure it's manifest destiny and miracle noises. It's a human bot. Well, we don't want. Yeah, we don't want human bot. They're terror. Like human bot, they're terror. That just means someone that is pretending to be the spirit and coming in as a bot into the spirit box. So the spirits warn me about people coming into the box that are humans pretending to be spirits to manipulate the connection. But they usually tell the truth when they come in. They have to. It's like the box requires them to tell the truth. It's the coolest thing ever. And they don't always know that they are being heard. So they usually run off. But not all the human bots are bad. Some of them are actually really good beings that come in and help. It's just someone using a speaking system to come through the spirit box app somehow. I don't know how and who is doing it, but the spirits bring it up a few times. I've caught on to it so many times. You're sick, Richard. He says, I'm a Sith. You're not a Sith.
No, if
He says, you know it, bonus. Yeah, well, I'm a Jedi, so actually, I'm more of a silver. I'm more of a gray Jedi. Not really a. I'm balanceable,
good job, good job, good job.
but I'm more of a holistic vegan focus of healing focus, which is compassion for all beings. To me. Yeah, I have the gray code. I have different codes that I got drawn to. I got so many things. You're welcome. Yeah, so I can do three more or well, two or three more frequencies. Or we don't have to do any if no one wants. I'll do the bowl. Yeah.
The living.
What about the living?
Sure, that's it.
Sure, that's him or best him. No idea what you're talking about. Hi. How are you? They just said hi, Sam. Who's saying hi, Sam? Yeah, you don't have to go. I just as long as you're a good being. So much heartache. Oh, are you talking about a different Sam or a different being that comes in? Hey, no saying stuff like that, spirits. Spirits and other beings, get that one out of here. No saying that word. Set boundaries. Get them out of here. Thank you. Yeah, no bringing up that word. I don't care if you were trying to say ignorant, that you don't use that word to say the word ignorant. Painted eye. Bless you. It's a student.
Yes.
Uh,
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this one. You were telling mortal. You were telling a
I don't
mortal.
mean to scare you.
I don't mean to scare you. You're not scaring me. But if this being wants me to let you know, they don't mean to scare you. So if they're around anybody, they're trying to tell you I don't mean to scare you. It's a good being, just trying to inform. All right. I consider myself an empath or earth angel connection. I don't believe or disbelieve. I just caught on to things that woke up my awareness of stuff that helped me see things before they happen. It was like the coolest thing ever. Even more so than when I was religion. After I stopped conditionalizing my belief and abilities and believing that it was based on what they said that they were, or I started noticing things beyond that. And as soon as I realized that I had to connect with veganism and do it holistically so I can be more compassionate, if you're all about spirituality and you consider yourself an empath, if you're a true empath, you'll go vegan. because there's no need to do those things to the animals. There's no need to. So if you're compassionate and you consider yourself an earth angel, or you consider yourself a natural empath, which is what some people consider earth angels as, then please go to challenge22.com, because that is a better energy to follow by and go towards. And you can definitely get your nutrition and everything and get help by a nutritionist and a financial assistant in that connected trial or challenge. They put you into a group and everything. So anybody that claims they're an empath or claims that they're empathetic or that they love animals, there's a difference between claiming to love animals and allowing them to be free. To be able to have a chance to have a life of their own without having to exploit them. Would you want to be exploited? No, I don't think so. And if you do, I feel bad for you. And it's not about whether you have been or not. The question is, what are you going to do now? Not what's done to you before. What do you do now? What do you do in the present?
That's it.
Not what you've done, not what your ancestors have said to have done, what you can do and what you can practically do now. Yeah, it's not complicated. It's simple. It's empathetic focus. It's an empathetic focus. It's not complicated. It's a simple choice. Yeah, so if you want to know what that is, challenge22.com. He likes you. Visible.
Okay.
Yeah, I like anybody who has compassion. I like anybody. And if anybody's single and is a vegan, that's a big plus for me. But I'm into ladies. I'm straight. I'm a straight dude. But I'm for anybody's choices for themselves, for whoever they want to be. That's why I left the religion system, because I believe everybody has the right to be with whoever they feel they want to be with. As long as they're not exploiting that person, or as long as it's consensual. But when it comes to food, knowledge, and what you wear, that's not consensual when you're getting it from animal agriculture. That's horrible, because they don't want that to happen to them. They shake, they cry. You can tell. Like, that's why they try to hide that awareness of this, and it's horrible. And there's a difference between grabbing an apple from a tree and grabbing a carrot from a ground. And it's different than cutting a carrot up and cutting into a lamb's paw or a neck of a pig or something that has feelings and emotions. This is horrible.
Hello.
What would you be able to show? Would you be able to show your child someone grabbing fruits out of a garden and vegetables, or would you be okay with them seeing someone being sliced in their neck and blood going everywhere? Come on. What's the difference? And them crying and whining. Like, come on. What do you see nutrition wise? What is a better practice of connection? Yeah. What's more empathic? Carriage. Hello, carriage. They said hello, carriage. Yeah. So that's just what I like people to be aware of, and all beings to be aware of. Okay, so whoa, did we just go through a lot of? Did it just jump? Did we just jump into the future? It's already 3:58. We got 2 minutes, everybody, and then I'll be back in about an hour for my Twilight um, live free stream where I do affirmation cards and yeah, I do 5 p.m. is Mountain Time, so it'd be 7 p.m. Eastern Time.
Okay.
So around that time is when I do my Twilight. And it gets pretty spicy in the spirit boxes, but I do affirmation card and oracle deck. Sometimes we just listen to the spirit. I move my camera around to have you look at. I have you look at something that's over there by my window, and sometimes you can ask questions, and they'll turn on that camera red light on and off. Hi. They said hello.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet. Don't ask it right now, spirit. We're not doing it until Twilight Live. Sometimes we do that as someone wants. You think I should? They want to. Someone's in college.
You should. Going to.
Avoid him.
They're both.
All right, so I'm gonna go.
Older.
Is there any questions before I go to the spirits? Anybody or to me? It's 5. Yeah, it's 5 p.m. in Eastern time. Yep, in about a minute. Yep, it's 5 p.m. East. Or no, it's actually Central time. 5 p.m. would be Central time. It would be 6 p.m. right now.
I don't mean to scare you.
So it's 4 p.m. here in Mountain Time. It would be 6 p.m. Eastern Time. So I'm going to be going in just a moment, and I'll be back at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. You're okay. You don't need to scare me. What's a good thing?
Evidence.
Evidence. What evidence? What are you asking about? They said evidence.
Small. We want to.
If you want to look into information about veganism, go to challenge22.com if you want evidence on knowledge. Because they have doctors and nutritionists and other people that can tell you, can definitely be able to have food on a plant-based direction. Stone. To get at the store or the stool? I have no idea what they're talking about. I have different things I'm wearing in here. Now, I have different stones around my TV and other places.
Graveyard.
Graveyard? What about graveyard? Thank you, Queen, for being here, and Angela, welcome here. And bless you all.
For learning.
I'm following you on my mod account, Queen, so I can send it out to you.
Nice.
Bring the neck.
But you're always welcome, and I appreciate all that you do for the animals. Video about what? Oh yeah, we'll show that later.
Sarah.
We'll do that this Twilight Live. Hot K. Tarot. Oh, I do affirmation cards and Starseed Oracle, not really tarot. I do. This is what I do. I'll do that in my Twilight. This is basically it.
I enjoy the company.
No.
Yep, now you know. You enjoy the company? Well, I enjoy you too. Okay, well, take care, everybody. I'll be back in about an hour. I try to start between 5 p.m. and 6 p.m. And whenever I start in, I try to go for at least an hour or longer. Get her, Sam. Get who?
There you go.
Get her, Sam.
The president, the president, the president, the president.
Better.
You better. Oh, they're talking to one of you. That's funny. Anyway, take care. They said you better. If you're talking about me with someone else, please let me know. I don't like being in the dark. Anyway, stone. What about the stone? What stone are you talking about? Well, I guess they're talking to one of you. Okay, anyway, I'm going to head out. Take care. Thank you for being here. Thanks for all the gifts and the kind likes. And we're up to 11.3K. Thank you. And bless you all.
That's two.
That's two.
To go.
Oh yeah, I like to have at least an hour or so before I go back into another live stream. Anyway, bless y'all. Have fun.
You must be. I've been happy. So I.
Hey, take care, everybody. Who's the wife? Something happened? The wife? David. You're funny, spirits. Okay. I'm going to head out. Bless y'all. To come back, the spirits will be on the spirit boxes. Spirits, you're welcome to stick around for them to return. And thank you, Twitter. Thank you, YouTubers, or the one YouTuber, and those here on Twitter, TikTok. I'm streaming it on Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube all at once.
We fought
The
here.
restream. We fought here? Who fought here?